Expectations in relationships. Today I've got Shaba and I've got Yao. So I don't know, have you ever been in a relationship with somebody? Because I find it that a lot of guys, it be a struggle to them where you like somebody, you're a guy, right, and you're supposed to shoot your shot. You like somebody, but you feel like their standards are way above your standards, right? But you like this person. I don't know, have any of you guys encountered that thing? It could be that you get to know the person, right? And you realize that you like this person. You like this person. And you are thinking, but it might happen that the person likes you too. The person likes you back. So if you would shoot your shot, you are thinking, I got another. I got do my line, got it. You feel like, these shoes are big, but I got it. Have you guys ever came across such a thing?
Depends with what is it based on. Like if it's based on the standards that you're talking about, they are based on energy, the energy that I bring into the relationship, or if I have encountered a situation where I want someone who has a different standard.
It is different standard or
okay.
Different. You guys are on different levels or different stages in life. You understand? Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, people can say that they have standards, but at the end of the day, you want what you want.
Yeah.
You can say that you want a guy who drives a Benz or whatever, and you can be this type of girl who lives this nice life or whatever. Lots of different high-value guys want you, but at the end of the day, you're still in love with that guy that you dated back in high school, who's addicted to drugs. But my point is, you don't set standards for genuine attraction. If you want someone, you want them.
If you want someone, you want them. But
if somebody wants you, they don't really care about what you got at the same time. They just, all that stuff goes out of the window.
Have you ever, obatla ngwanyana o leng gore, you know what this type of a girl she is? She's that girl oring, no, indoda must, or what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That girl or indoda must. But when I look at you, be like, yo, she's my type, but then indoda must, and now I can't, or what?
Yeah.
See, this thing of being lonely, it catches up to us. It makes us think that putting ourselves through situations like that is okay. I mean, most of us, it's like common sense won't even kick in. When you meet a girl who's already like, a man must do this, a man must do that, that's already a red flag. But actually, sometimes this girl, she'll either be too beautiful or you'll be so lonely that you try and force it. Knowing very well that this girl doesn't feel you the way you want to be felt. But you're just here trying anyways.
And then, let's say you try, and then like you said, people get lonely at times, right?
Yeah, it happens
and
to all of us.
it might be that at times you are somebody who have set your standards too high, no, and then at one time loneliness catches up with you.
At the same time, you shouldn't let loneliness be an excuse for desperation.
Okay, for let's just say, okay, loneliness catches up with you, right? And then she be like, well, with all the options that are before me, Yao is my best option. But she's that time why in the must, right? You'll be like, but
you see,
Yao will be my best option now. And then you
see
get
exactly for now.
For now.
I can't be content with that, because all she has to do is just see another guy who's doing just a little bit better than me, and then I'm no longer a best option. There I am, alone again.
Yeah, it happens even like if in that situation where like you're an option by that time, and then at some point she starts wanting those must needs of her. So like in that situation, that's where she starts looking for someone who has a higher standard than yours. So yeah, it happens.
How would you feel if you reminds me of something else. How would you feel if you are in a relationship with somebody, with a girl, and then they realize at time like you did nothing wrong, but then they feel like I feel like I need somebody who's more, you know, yeah. They feel like now you're no longer the person for them at that time. And how would
Depends
you
how
feel?
financially or
Like in general, I
general.
guess, you know.
Okay.
Let's say she feels like
You're
there's no
at this
la-
level,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I want to be with a guy who's at that level.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then you were entertaining her for at a certain time, right?
And things
For-
were good, right?
And things were good. Nah. But now
She just
feels
wakes
like,
up one day and she's like,
Mm.
nah,
Nah, I feel like I want more.
like your 3 Series is nice, but I want that
Mm.
guy who's driving the M3, you know.
You know, yeah. And
For-
how would you feel if then the hand leaves you for a better nigga? Let's say a better nigga.
That situation where you like if it happens that I was in a serious relationship with that honey and
She decides to just leave you for a nigga with more Zach than
yeah
that.
for Mozart, then probably means that she was also in for Zach.
In the first place,
My side.
exactly.
Exactly.
She
Like-
was in for Zach in the first place.
Yeah.
She was never there for me. Sure, we may have been dating and everything seemed like it was okay, but you know how good girls are at putting
Yeah.
up a front
Mhm.
just to get what they want. We can all agree to that. So, but yeah, so now you end up, Etro, if she leaves you just like that, then you know this person was never in it for me. They were just in it for themselves, and now they found a better hit, a better lick to hit, a
Mhm.
better mark to go
Mhm.
and it's fine, yo.
Mm.
You as a guy, you must just be mature enough and wise enough to see these things, sure.
Mm.
Don't let the hunger and the loneliness
Yeah, you
dictate
because,
bad
you got the
decisions.
feelings and the emotions.
Yeah.
Because, in that situation.
Honestly, an emotional man is a very weak man, and a very weak man is a dangerous man.
A very weak man
Exactly.
is a very dangerous man, and
Yeah.
that's an emotional man.
Yeah.
Honestly, because you're capable of doing anything
Mm.
based on how you feel.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you're advising niggas not to be emotional?
No, I'm not saying don't now bottle up all your feelings and stuff, but I'm saying like if you feel sad, don't now do something stupid. If you feel
Okay.
angry, don't now do something stupid.
Mm.
Always think.
Mm.
No matter how you feel, always think.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay, so because this happens to a lot of niggas, like you'll be wazama, wazama. You know how you guys talk. We been telling your friend for gazama brayak, or gazama, but at times you know when a hand feels like there's no motion in your life, right? There's no motion in your life. Okay, I was here with this
Like you're not
person.
going anywhere.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere,
Mm.
and then they feel like.
Okay, well, with that regard, I mean, you can't expect to just stay the same and not make moves with your life and expect a woman to just stick around. It doesn't work like that. You need to take steps with her. You're going on a journey together. You can't just expect to take a woman and just sit there. She's a part of your life, Tro. You mean to tell me your life is just gonna be sitting there? Nah. If you have plans for your life, Tro, take her with you.
Exactly, because like first of all, that motion it's set by you and your partner. So if she's the one who starts feeling like there's no motion for the guy that I'm with, and then she feels that someone else has more motion than you, then obviously she's probably the problem.
Yeah, somebody who's
Mhm.
more driven.
Yeah.
Somebody who's more driven with better
Exactly.
goals, and you know who is executing stuff.
Nah, you need to, at that point, you just need to look at yourself and be honest. Like, are you actually doing the most you can be doing to be the type of guy that she would want to still be around? And if the answer is no, then you can't be surprised if she's looking elsewhere. But with that being said, if you are doing that, and then she's still looking elsewhere, and you're doing everything you can to make things better for the two of you, then you know what she's in it for.
Oh, there's a friend of mine who once said this to me. Oren, you know how men be like, girls who are slay queens, they just have these expectations. They are gold diggers. They be like, I want a man with a German machine. I want a man who's like this. I want a man with money, and they be calling us gold diggers.
Mm.
But men also have their preferences. And she be like, that's a preference, and men also have their own preferences. And when a man says, I want a hand who's curvy with big boobs, you know, and this and a good brain, or what, and a good brain inside that Brazilian, you know what, and we don't judge them. We don't say men are like this, men are like that, because that's their preference. And then when you as a hand, you come and you say, I prefer a man a big machine, German machine, or one a man who does this, a man who does that, and be like, these are gold diggers. These are gold diggers, and don't you guys think, it's unfair, this name calling? Shouldn't people let people be like preference, go with what they prefer?
That's true. People are gonna do whatever it is they're gonna do, honestly. Like, if you're a girl and you like to date guys who have bucks, you don't like broke niggas, you don't like broke niggas. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know. Honestly, guys, there are levels to how things are, sure.
Yeah.
If a girl knows what she's going for and she wants that type of life for herself, let her be, sure. Just let her be. Why? You know how much you make in a month, sure. You know the kind of things you can do and you can't do. Everybody knows themselves to some extent. It's just we lie to ourselves because of the things that we want or wish we could have and stuff. You know you can't. Actually, you follow her on Facebook, you see the things she posts, you know where she goes. She makes sure you see that Aldo on the handbag when she takes her pictures.
Details.
Every week you see a bouquet of flowers, some things. She's in some resort that you can see it's South Africa, but you don't know where in South Africa. And you want to go and try and compete with the guy who's taking her to those places. Work on yourself, stick to your level, work your way up, Joe. One day is one day. You might, if you work hard enough towards it, you'll be that guy that she will come to and be like, oh, wait, this is how much.
So at that time.
Yeah, for guys, it's, at some point is like it's just, I feel like it's not way too different, because like if I'm attracted to like you know, I'm attracted to like intellectual women, and then I'm the guy in that situation who's also attracted to women with money. You understand what I mean? So that's my preference. Same as women who also prefer men who have money and all that. But then for guys, mostly they also check, as you were saying, because of us in but then at the end I'll quantify it because Hana and all that. So yeah.
Or you just don't like her because she's a bad person.
Yeah, but then for women, it's something else, because they just look at the money. They don't look at the guy.
They look at this.
They don't even check even the physical appearance of the guy.
Our preferences are different.
Yeah, exactly.
They are different, but at the same time, I feel like for like men and women alike, Joe. Yeah. You have your preferences, you yourself as a person, but you shouldn't make other people feel bad for not meeting it. Yeah. If you as a guy, you like big nyash, don't now go and hate on that girl who's thin, who you can clearly see don't do things like that.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you're dealing with broke guys and stuff. If you'd like guys with money, sharp, only date guys who have money.
Yeah.
Don't now hate on this guy who's still driving his Corolla and all that. That's my point.
So you said maybe if you work hard enough, you could be now that guy who's got money and all that, and you can actually go to that hand and say, away.
Because I mean, honestly, Jules, ask yourself, there are guys out there who are doing these things, who are flying out these girls they've never met before to places they've never seen, doing unspeakable things, and then sending them back like nothing happened. You need to ask yourself, how did those guys get that much money? You mean to tell me that they've been worrying about these things their whole life? Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense, yeah. So, this friend of mine said the same thing. What you are saying, that it's just that you are a broke nigga now. Alright. It's not that that's not your preference, but you are with this hand now because this hand is convenient for you at where you are in your life at that time. Alright. That's what you can work with. But you know what you want as a person. You know your desires.
Then it must means you don't love this person that you're with. That's all it means.
But should you have that money, that car, that you know those things that your crush, whom you call a slave queen, wants, and you feel like you are able to be there for her or to be that person for her, you would go
and leave your chick.
You would go.
And then I must never loved her, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I must never loved her.
But this is what's happening, guys. This is what's happening. They do this.
So they leave their current relationships after a certain period when they have money.
Yeah, after they are now in a
No,
certain
like,
level,
it means
they
that
have achieved
she
a
was
certain
being
thing.
used. So once because then he must reach the point where in his mind he's like, oh, I'm good now. I can bang the chicks that I want to bang now. I can take care of myself now. I don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
I've already done what I've done to you for as long as I could. It's time for something else now.
Yeah.
Then that means that Edro, you were never his girlfriend, you were his tool.
You were his tool.
You were no better than a hammer or a screwdriver.
Ouch. Okay, what's your advice to Amazita who are going through or who feel like they are not enough to the people that they love? You know, this guy loves this girl, but at a certain time they are in a relationship, feel like at times feel like you are not enough, or maybe this handful makes you feel like you are not enough.
Honestly,
what
gents,
would be the advice?
we need to stop settling for less. It's 2023, Mauti, yo. There's more of them than there is of us. We need to start acting like it, yo. None of this simp stuff needs to stop, gents, yo.
Oh,
We only live once, guys. Are you really gonna spend your days worrying about a chick who you know isn't feeling you? Or are you gonna do your own thing and just let them come to you?
Men love themselves. Shout out.
I wish more of us showed it.
Yeah.
I wish more of us showed it. That's the only thing I can say, gents. Etro. If you don't love yourself first, you can't expect them to love you.
Exactly. Yeah, for me, from my side, gents, we should choose our partners wisely. Choose our partners based on love, based on trust. The money will come. The money will come if it's the right person. She'll be close supporting as a mara relationship. Yeah, in a because like first of all, o ka se tloge fela wa ile batla motho o le reng mo successful. Yeah, you're right. We should aim high, but then or aim high. It's
Like, don't forget to be happy at the same time.
Exactly. Happiness it bring a lerato pele ka mo relationship. Go tloga le motho from start.
It's priceless, Etro.
It's priceless, bro. Because like you know motho tlaga and then le tlhalentse le ratana fela and honestly this other thing ya hore guys they usually ba rata ho involve dichomi thata in their relationships.
It's true.
Sometimes ntho yone ke yona loreng a se yona loreng e end that relationship but then ke yona e feletsang e bring the standards in their relationships because first of all guy o bolelang le ena chomi ya hao mo this and this ona le standards tse di rileng le ena for preferences tsa hae and
true.
then a go advise ala tse le loreng le wena o felletsa ore okay sharp le nna ke nya ngwana na le chalete nyangwanyana a ba leng so and then wene o lebala partner ya hao e be le no thomo gore shapo o ima hae bjano okay ga o sa lebelela ngwana hao o le reng o tlhantse a o supporta the whole time le gore o be mo le mo teng ka nako eo so for me from now to guys are tlhokomeleng these honeys especially those who take care of us
So what I hear you saying, Shabs, you're saying Majida should be your friends.
Yeah.
Your friends. The advices your friends give.
Not just friends basically, but everyone all around in a relationship, most specifically a relationship.
I take that stuff with a grain of salt. So, like at the end of the day, it's your relationship. You can't. People can only tell you what they think. At the end of the day, you're the one who's in it. You're the one who knows what's going on.
I believe already partner how. When I look at partner how, or not to discuss someone. Okay, let's say what I will lecturing. Happen again a lot partner so. But then I see what else the partner how run a lot. So we're a lecturer all to seven or
I feel like there's a way one should ask for outside help with this type of thing, sure. Because now you can't want to now go like you and your chick, you have a fight about something and then you go to your boys, you drink 6 Black Labels and then you start talking nonsense about it. Nah. At the end of the day, if you and your partner have a problem, the details of that stay between you. But then you just go to whoever it is you get your advice from your perspective as a guy. You don't have to go into details. But at the end of the day, you can figure out what it is you need to do or get some perspective, Nyana, without making your relationship look like it's in the toilet. Or that your girl or your guy is there's something wrong with them.
Exactly, bro.
Wow, that's
if you feel like there's something wrong with your honey, and then when other honey was slay queen, and then when I'm talking Lena, she's more like an introvert person.
Yeah, more held back.
Yeah, held back in a lot of things, going out and all that. So you should at least try like home. You like going out, and then you like doing.
Be patient, like Etro. Be patient with her. Don't force her to do things she doesn't want to do. But at the same time, don't remind her. This is me. I am this nigga, and you have decided I am your nigga. At the end of the day, this is me. I ain't changing the way I do things, but I'm not forcing you to do things you don't want to do either.
If it's not that way, probably it clearly shows that way. Nailo way not put her at first, because the energy that she brought, now le sharply and then now you have money, the energy how I sell you on a day. So we're not going to answer what her at first.
At times, I feel like what you're saying, to when you let's say you fought with your partner, you guys have a problem with your partner, and then you go out to Amajita and tell them, for Amajita, there's now this honey is doing this and this and this and this and this, and you left the situation there. You did not sit down and let's figure this thing out together. Now you went to Amajita. At times it's not only guys, but also I feel like everyone with hands also. If you go out to your friends and then you tell them, alright, now my partner this Banyana. I feel like at times
they'll end up giving you nonsense advice, and then you'll do something
nonsense
and end
advice,
up regretting.
and you're exposing your relationship too much to them. And at times, because this is what I think of it. If I'm in a relationship with Yao, and then we have a problem, and then Shabs is my friend, then I go to him and be like,
and at the same time, he's a guy. That's why also this
Yeah.
thing of the guy friends, it's suspect, but
So,
that's a
well,
topic
my
for another
friends
day.
are not gonna like you because of the information that
You're only coming to them with negative information
Negative
about you, so
information
that's all they're
about
going
you,
to
so-
see when they see you.
Yeah. So my question is, now what if now when we fix things and then now we are good, right? Now we are good. Now we are good. Now these people, they still have those negative things about you. They don't like you based on that time we fought or that time we had a disagreement.
4 months ago.
4 months ago, then I
Yeah.
went to tell them, "Hi, this nigga, nah, this and this and this."
Mm.
And now when we are good, we are fixed things, we are okay. We see a future. We see a future together. We can even get married at this stage.
Yeah.
We pay the rent here by love, and
But
these
still,
people,
those people
yeah,
still don't.
Still, they don't, because now they won't understand now where you guys are.
Yeah.
So I feel like we should at times hold back.
With
Yeah.
how much you
With
tell
how
people,
much you
especially
tell
your
people,
friends.
especially your friends.
You know, honestly.
Opening up about the relationship is not a problem. It's not an issue.
Mhm.
The problem is, what is it that you're talking to your friends and other
And
people
how, yeah.
about the relationship,
Mm.
the conversations that you have with them. Now every time hanging out with a partner, I run to you, hey, Jules, there's this and this and this and this. But then when like it's good times and I'm enjoying everything in the relationship, I can complain. I don't come to go with so.
Mad.
So when I try negative effect,
Mm.
and then legi ba happy partner, obviously you're gonna totally negative when you bring her up and be
Because nobody goes to their friends running and be like, yo, nobody really brags about being happy anymore.
Yeah,
You just go to your friends to
exactly.
complain
Exactly.
for the most part. And you'll be like,
So-
my chick is doing nonsense, man. What is
Yeah,
this?
exactly. So even when we are happy and then everything is okay in the relationship, Jules will keep reminding me that, hey, Shaba,
Have you gotten that time when she did this and that? Don't
Yeah.
forget what kind of person you're dating.
Exactly. So
And that's where the
yeah.
problems start also.
Mm.
So, as Banyana,
Mm.
it could be that as Majida, ne,
Mm.
and you guys feel like, hore, no, le Banyana ke
Stop.
Hmm?
le Banyana ke ma-Satanist. At times we don't nah, Banyana ke ma-Satanist,
Yeah.
right? Maybe there's that friend that you know, no, hore got dumped by
Yeah.
hand because they
And
felt
now
like,
he hates women.
yeah, and now
Yeah,
it's women. It
yeah,
felt like it felt like hore, that hand na feel hore, that hand wanted to date someone better.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right. And your where you are, where you view your viewpoint as a guy,
Yeah.
Olebeletse ngwanyana ola, is different from her viewpoint, right? Based on why she did what she did as a
Yeah.
honey, because Banyana, they have expectations, and once you're in relationships and what you were there for is no longer being served at the table, you're like, no. What would you say to girls who find themselves now seemingly being the bad person in the relationship because you left feeling for it? Nah, this ain't going anywhere.
Girls who like leave guys for the needs tsa bone, especially financial needs.
Okay.
Come on, financial needs. That's why Majita Bareke is a satanist. They're not satanist, but then you can't leave a guy for financial needs.
You can't leave a guy for financial needs.
Nah, you can't leave a guy for financial needs.
Especially if he's already doing his best to provide for you.
Yeah.
But then when you feel like it's not enough, just because you saw a TikTok of some white chick in America who's getting this, now you want that as well.
Yeah.
You know very well who you started dating, and now you're starting to expect things from him that you know he's not in a position to give you, then
Mm.
you only have yourself to blame.
So they should just basically you should just tell Motolo and they get into the relationship with from Goma to Mama like I want a lot of money. Like I'm in a relationship with you, but
I like things. I like things at the same time.
All that.
Honestly, if the people knew what they were actually getting themselves into, there wouldn't be
Yeah.
issues. There's somebody for everybody out there. You can get a girl who's materialistic, ne?
Yeah.
And you can get a guy who only knows how to get women using his wallet.
Mm.
Perfect for each other.
Mm.
But yeah, that's an example. If people were just more honest, these mismatches of relationships wouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
Everybody would end up being with someone who makes sense for them.
Yeah. All right, that's it from Mic Check. That is from us today. Please tell your pups, to tell your mom, to tell your neighbor that they should tell their kids that Mic Check is on.